Hey, it snowed last night, so what am I doing? I'm out for a rip. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Grant, also known as Marine Rider, and I'm just out here on a fine Pennsylvania day. I'll give it a YouTube weather report. It's about 45 degrees, and it snowed last night, but you can see it's basically all fucking melted away by now. So, and they didn't really treat the roads yesterday, so I figured I can get the Harley out on the road, rip around a bit, talk to you guys. So today's topic is, what other hobbies do I have outside of motorcycling? And this goes to all of you guys out there. You know, you can comment along the way, but I know motorcycling here in Pennsylvania, I pretty much can get away with it about 9 to 10 months out of the year, if not year round. Usually I can at least get a day in every month out of the year. So, and with that being said, there's other things that I do. If you guys have been following my channel or my Instagram, you guys also know I'm very active. I had knee surgery, but not a big deal. Won't keep harping on that. I'm bouncing back. I'm on the elliptical now. Riding motorcycles, obviously, and starting to get back to working out again, and doing the things that I love to do. I'm not quite back on the snowboard yet, but we'll talk about that hobby first. I am originally from Louisiana. How the fuck did I wind up on a snowboard? Great question. So I joined the Marine Corps when I was 19, and then flew out, went to boot camp out in San Diego. Yep, Hollywood Marine I am. So all the people that don't know, there's a big rivalry between Paris Island Marines and San Diego Marines, and the Paris Island Marines call us Hollywood Marines. So back on the subject. So a couple of guys in my platoon were from the West Coast, from Oregon, Washington State, some from Colorado, New Mexico, and you know, they were big into snowboarding or skiing. And those guys all, you know, we had a long weekend pass when I got to my first duty station, and they were like, hey, let's head up to Tahoe and go snowboarding and skiing and try that out. Well, most of my childhood life, I was, you know, as far as like sports goes, I was into boxing, skateboarding. I learned how to surf in Galveston, Texas, visiting family out there in the summers. And so it only made sense for me to be on one plank versus two. So I decided to take up snowboarding. It wasn't pretty at first. Of course, the guys, you know, Marines, you know, they bring me to a black diamond, and you know, it'd be like a face dropping off, and they're like, hey, just go, you'll be fine, don't worry about it, man. If worst case scenario, you'll just roll down a hip mountain. Yeah, that's not how it works, but I did learn the hard way. And fortunate enough, being stationed in Southern California, I had Big Bear not too far away, you know, about a two hour drive up. So I'd go take up snowboarding up there. And so I've been doing it ever since. I'm 45 now, and I'm still going after it. And obviously different style now, not jumping as much, doing as much dumb shit, but that's hobby number one. The second hobby I'm in is boxing. I started out at the age of 12 years old, and fought in a little gym right outside New Orleans, and fought a lot of amateur fights. Won junior golden gloves in Louisiana when I was 14 or 15, I can't remember, I think 14. And then kind of pursued that, and then was on the Camp Pendleton boxing team for a little while, for 6 months before I had to get back to training and deploying. So I didn't get to stay long, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it was that. So that hobby now I'm just starting to get back into again, and by the summer I'm going to be looking to spar again, just as long as the knee's holding up right, everything's going well, the recovery's going fine. Looking back into doing that again. So hobby number 3 is I like to go kayaking. I like to go kayak fishing, and just a couple years ago I just started getting into that. I live in a pretty good area. We have a lot of creeks, streams, and lakes in my area, no more than like 5 minutes away. And so, you know, certain days we'll go out with the family, we'll bring all the kayaks out and just do a float down, drink some beer, listen to some music, and hang out. And then other days, get out on a lake or the creek and fish along the way, and do that as well. So I mean, that's a hobby I'm just really starting to get into. Like I said, a couple of years now. I'm really enjoying it. It's a really fun hobby, and it's, you know, it can be relaxing a lot of times as well. So I mean, not much to say. I mean, I do mostly bass fishing. We have a lake here that has pretty good bass. There's a couple others, and trout fishing's big when that opens up in the creeks and streams, but I don't do much of that from the kayak. I'll do that from land. So yep, that's hobby number 3. And I guess for the most part, hobby, and then hobby number 4, motovlogging, right? Getting out here on the bike, talking to you guys, showing you guys the locations that I travel to, restaurants that we hit up, bars, biker bars, and stuff like that. And so yep, we like to do that kind of stuff too. So obviously motovlogging is, I'm only a couple years into that now, and it's starting to become a passion of mine. I really enjoy doing it. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate all the likes that I get. You know, I don't try to feed too much into the numbers, but also, I mean, it's a good resource to use, as knowing that, you know, the channel is growing and that I'm evolving and I'm getting better at it. So that's kind of what I use it for. The number of likes and subs is that, you know, people kind of enjoy the content and want to see more of it, and I like to bring that stuff. So yeah, so I mean, that's hobby number 4. I guess hobby 5 is raising the boys. I guess in a nutshell, that's, you know, that's responsibility, but it also could be a hobby too. And one of my sons, I train him in boxing. I've coached him in baseball and all that stuff over the years. They're getting a little bit older now. They're, you know, get almost to high school, so you know, they don't want as much to do with dad anymore, but that's all right, you know. But yeah, I enjoy my time with them and doing things with them and teaching them. One of my sons is taking up boxing now, so I really enjoy training him, teaching him. And others plays baseball. He wants to get into football for the first time this year, so be able to show him a couple things with that as well. So yep, in a nutshell, that's my 5 hobbies. I don't know what you guys are into and what hobbies you do outside of motorcycling, but I'd love to hear it. Drop a comment down below and let me know what else you're into, and I'll respond back. I'm always interested to hear all kind of different types of hobbies. I know guys that live north of me right now, they can't get out and ride, but I try to when I can. And don't worry guys, just know that the winter only lasts so long, and then you'll be back on too. So I appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out checking out my video. And as I always say to you guys, get out there, keep doing it, keep working, and stay motivated.